University of Massachusetts. So I was a student athlete here. So I go back a long way. I've been on campus a little too long. But I was the field hockey coach here for a number of years, and then I switched over, and now I'm actually the assistant director for marketing and member services. So I sort of run the front of the house with an outstanding professional staff that I oversee, plus my students that are actually the face of the organization. And I do all the marketing, designs and stuff like that, things that we do. When you see table tents in the DCs, those come from within, and all the posters and everything for the events and swag and stuff like that. So I pretty much do a little bit of everything. So it's a crazy time of year, but I'm happy to be here.
All right, so let's get started. I'm going to just talk briefly about the wellness reimbursement that we offer and how it works, and how you might make use of that at UMass Rec, and then I'm going to turn it over to Patty. So I'm going to share my screen here to show you what the section of our website will look like when you're choosing how to use your wellness reimbursement. So our website is UAW UMass Health and UAW UMass Trust Fund.org. That's the informational side of our website. And the top right, there is a button that says Enrollment Portal, and that is where you'll go to sign up for trust fund benefits. And then there's an a la carte menu of benefit options that you'll see. And this is section 5, which is the wellness reimbursement section. So you'll see that the first option is just the standard wellness reimbursement. So this year it's been increased to $225 per plan year that you can get back for eligible wellness activities. So if you're not sure how you want to use your reimbursement, but you just know you want to use it, you'll check that first box here. Yes, I accept the wellness reimbursement. If you know you're going to the UMass Recreation Center, that's the second option. And we make it easy for you to go to UMass Rec in a couple of ways. Number one, you don't need to upload your receipt. You just need to tell us that you plan to go there. And then we'll communicate directly with UMass Rec, with Patty, who is phenomenal at working with us to make sure that if you're a member, you're going to be reimbursed without having to submit any additional paperwork. So we've pegged the new reimbursement amount to the amount of a year's membership at UMass Rec at the early bird rate. So if you go right now and sign up for fall 21, spring 22, summer 22, that cost is going to be $225. And that is just a really easy way to use your reimbursement through the trust fund. There are lots of other ways to use your reimbursement on and off campus, but we try to make it really simple for you to stay on campus and use your benefit. So you'll see a list of eligible activities. We try to be as broad and inclusive as possible and really try to match the kinds of activities that grad students typically do. You'll see it ranges from everything from standard gym memberships like the UMass Rec Center to yoga, to Pilates, to swimming pool fees that you might pay, tennis court fees that you might pay to play tennis, state and national park passes, weight loss programs, fitness trackers has been very popular in the last couple of years, fitness apps, mental health costs. We really try to include a broad range of items. Equipment is also eligible. That was something that we committed to during the pandemic, and we continue to commit to it since we are still experiencing the effects of COVID. So equipment that you might purchase for at-home fitness is also eligible. And so this is basically a go-to guide of what's eligible and how to submit your receipt, what your receipt should include. And we also give you a direct link here to submit your receipt, which will take you right to the application, and you upload your receipt into our online system just to make it easy to do that. So I'm going to turn it over to Patty just to walk us through how you sign up for a membership at UMass Rec and what you might expect when you go to the rec center. Patty?
Sure, thanks. Welcome everybody. I'm glad I could be here today with you. Just in regards to campus recreation, just a little history. The reason why, and I get this question a lot, is the reason why graduate students have to actually pay for membership is because your predecessors years ago decided they did not want to put it in the tuition and fees. Undergraduate students have it in their fees. So that's why they are automatically granted active membership into campus recreation. And then graduate students have the chance to actually purchase a membership. And our graduate student population is very high, and it's a great ratio population, but we probably get 50 to 60% of the graduate population that purchase membership here. And just so you know, our website is umass.edu/campusrec. And you can find all the information in there. Right now, we're in the early bird sale. If you want to purchase a membership, my recommendation is tomorrow is the last day of the summer. The front desk is open for purchase of membership right now. We are selling the fall memberships. And then next Monday, we are actually closed next week to patrons, but the front desk is open for purchase of membership. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can come in and purchase your membership. The recreation center and all of our programming, the pools and everything will be closed because we're sort of in that transition period. But you can come in and purchase your membership. So when everybody gets here, come the 27th, you already have that, you're ready, and you can just come and go. Just to tell you a little bit about, we have the different facilities that we have, the main one being the recreation center, where you have, over 120,000 square feet of fitness rooms. You have activity rooms. You also have, we have offices, administrative, we have, personal training. We will be starting the personal training up again towards the end of the fall. But we have a whole floor of cardio. We have a larger cardio deck, smaller. We have 2 floors of weights that you can use. And then we have what comes with your membership is not only all the facilities with all the recreation center, but you have the pools you have access to, the squash courts, the boys gymnasium. You also have access to intramural sports. You have access to all the fitness wellness programming. So we actually give you a whole bunch, and we are actually in the Department of Student Affairs and with what we call the Campus Life and Wellness sort of cluster within Student Affairs. So we work closely with CHP, CCHP. We work closely with residential education. So we do a lot of wellness programming and a lot of collaborations together. So to offer all those programming advantages to our members. And again, there are some programs that have a nominal fee attached to them. For instance, our personal training programs, where if you want to do a personal training program, it's $180 for 18 sessions. So it's a nominal fee. It is a fee, but it is just very nominal compared to what the going rate is. So that's an option as well. We're in the early bird sale now, and that will continue through September. So it's usually not until October that we shut that down. We do prorate halfway through the semester, and then we start selling for the spring towards the end of the fall semester. So we can always get a head start on things. As graduate students, if you are employed on campus and you are in the HR system and you are actually gaining a paycheck from the university itself, you do have the option of payroll deduction. In order to process that at the front desk, you would need to bring in a copy of your contract, because the contracts vary with graduate students. Some go from, September to December, some go from September to May. So it just depends on the length, and that's when you're going to be on actually HR and on the payroll system. So, and what we do is you just sign up for your membership. We take it off at the early bird fee, and we take sort of the payments for your membership out of the middle 4 paychecks that you get in each semester. So for instance, we would take the payment out of your October 15th, 29th, and then your November 12th and 26th paycheck in the fall. And it would be a payment of, I think, $23.75. So we do it at the early bird price, so it is a little bit cheaper. And some people like to do that, but you do need to come to the front desk with your employment contract, because the front desk needs to see the date of it. Also, you need your valid U card to sign up for a membership. And if you want to do the payroll deduction, we need to have your employee ID, which is different from your Spire number or your U-card number. The employee ID is a human resources number that's provided to everybody, and it usually starts with 100, 102, 103, and you can get that right off your pay stub. So that's a sort of an easier way. Some people like to pay up front and then they get reimbursed right away. We do work directly with Leslie in the reimbursement process, sort of to make it as easy as possible for you. The only thing you need to do is you need to make sure you go on the UAW workshop website and make sure you sign up that that's what you're going to do. So then they have a record that that's what you're doing. Graduate students are not eligible for payroll deduction in the summer because most of them are not on payroll. So, and there's only 2 paychecks in the summer that we're able to take up because it goes over 2 fiscal years. So that's something to think about, If you're not sure you're going to be here in the summer, I wouldn't pay for it up front because we don't reimburse for membership, so to speak, but the summer membership is only $40. So it's $35 right now. If you just come in the summer, it will only be $40. So it's something to think about. We have a lot of graduate students that will only buy fall and spring semester because they know they're going to be here. And each semester is about 18, 19 weeks long. And all you need is your valid U card once we activate it to get into anything, to sign up for IM leagues or anything like that. So you do have a number of opportunities, and within intramural sports, there's a lot of team sports. There's a lot of individual sports. There's sports that they will teach you how to play, sports that if you're a free agent, it's just one and you want to try something different, they'll help bring you with and merge you with a team and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different opportunities to get out there and do a lot of different things and just to change things up. We are right now, we're slated to open full blown. There are no reservations necessary like there were last spring. Right now we are under the rules of the mask wearing. So you do have to wear a mask when you're in here, and you do have to wear the mask while you're exercising. And again, that's a mandate from the university, not from us. But since we are a fitness facility, we are constantly monitored every day, and some of the fitness facility regulations vary and differ than the other university regulations. So we also had to follow the state regulations in regard to fitness facilities. But we are here. We have fitness staff that cover the floors. We have free nutrition advising for you, all the group fit. So if you don't want to come here and maybe you want us to go to you, we have a fit for hire, which is like $50 for an hour, where we'll actually send our instructors out, send our certified people out to you, your organization, and things like that. So we have a lot of different opportunities for you, and there's just a lot of great ways for you to take care of yourself, take care of your wellness, because if you do that, you're better in everything else that you do. So our priority is our students. So we're here for you. And if there's things that we don't have that you think we should have, let us know about it. And we try to change a lot of things. So, so right now we're open, we're excited to be open. We have a new director on board who's really, really excited, comes from a lot of different, a much different background. So we're feeling a little bit more connected and cohesive as a group. And we're really excited to have the students back and have this, just our department full of energy again, which is really, it's sort of an exciting thing. Most of our students are back, and they'll all be back come Monday.
So a person asked, can you use a reimbursement for UMass Rec and other things as long as it adds up to 225?
Yes. So let's say, for example, that you take Patty's advice and you don't purchase the summer membership because you maybe aren't going to be here. So you just purchase a fall membership and a spring membership together, which would be $190 at the early bird rate. So you still have some money to spend, $35 in your wellness bank. Maybe you go and buy a 5-class yoga pass somewhere off campus, and you use the rest of your reimbursement for that. You can definitely use it for more than one thing. The only constraint is that we will reimburse you up to 2 times per year. So you need to group your receipts together if you're doing a bunch of smaller, lower cost activities and grouping receipts together.
Is there a personal training available?
There currently right now, there's not, because of the sort of 1.5 and 2-year situation we've been in. We actually need to hire a whole new pool of personal trainers, because all of our personal trainers, when we shut down in March, most were seniors and juniors. And so we didn't have time to, we haven't been able to hire anybody. And since we weren't allowed to do anything really in-house last year, we haven't hired. So we're in the process of hiring all new certified personal trainers. So hopefully by the end of the fall, beginning of spring, that program will be back up and running again. And it's a real popular program, and our trainers actually do a great job. They're all certified. They're all personal training certified. There's all protocols and everything that they have to handle. So they are really good. I mean, the sort of minimal fee is a trade-off to, these are people that are just starting within sort of the business of personal training. So we're sort of giving them their quote unquote internship within it. So, but hopefully keep watching our website. The end of the fall semester, definitely the beginning of spring, we will have our personal training program back up.
And just to clarify, once it is back up, if you do purchase personal training, that is also eligible for the wellness reimbursement. So you can definitely use your benefit that way. We definitely see folks over the years use the benefit that way. There's a question about how you apply for this. So I'm going to show that one more time. So you will go to our website. This is our informational website, uaw-umasstrustfund.org. And at the top right, you'll always find the link to the enrollment portal, which will take you to hwtrust.geouaw.org, which is our application. It's super simple. You send yourself a secure link by putting in your UMass email address and your student ID, and then telling us whether you're applying just for yourself or for you and a family. And then you'll receive the secure link in your email and start filling out the application. It's all basic information: name, address, phone number, and then you get to opt in or out of the various benefits we offer. Wellness is the 5th benefit down, and I'll show you again what that section of the application looks like. So the 5th section, wellness reimbursement, the first option is if you want to use your benefit anywhere on or off campus and submit your receipt for the $225 reimbursement. The second option is what we're talking about today, which is you plan to go to the UMass Rec Center. You don't need to submit a receipt. We make it simple for you. We verify your membership with Patty. You don't have to do anything, and then you'll just be reimbursed. And then there are a few other options here. There's a couple of prepaid memberships that we have available, one at Central Rock Gym, one at the Healing Zone for a package of massages. And that, and then you can decline the membership, which is pretty infrequent that people do that. This is one of our most popular benefits that we offer. And definitely don't decline unless you really know you're not going to use it, because you may find during the semester, you find something that you'd like to do, like a yoga class, a meditation class, a running group that you join. Maybe you go to one of the campus pools and swim. All of those things are eligible. Tita, I'm going to hand it back to you for questions that have come in.
Yes. I have already submitted the application with the UMass Rec option chosen. Does that mean that I must use a 225 all for UMass Rec, or can I use it for like 190 for UMass Rec academic year and then the 35 for other things?
Yes, you can mix and match in that way. So if you indicated UMass Recreation on your application, and then you only use, let's say you only do it for fall and you spend 95 for UMass Rec, you can then submit receipts still. You'll go to our application, you'll go to your dashboard, and you'll upload receipts for whatever additional activities you're doing.
So the next question is, are there only 2 ways to pay UMass Rec Center, pay up front or using a payroll deduction?
You can use cash, credit, payroll deduction, you know, so we take all three. There's only certain times during the day that we actually take a credit card, which I actually take cash, I'm sorry, is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's when actually the directors are here. So we can control the cash drawer. We remove the cash drawer at that time when the bursar's office is closed as well. So, but we accept credit cards all day. We are open from 6 a.m. until midnight, Monday through Thursday during the academic year. On Fridays, we're open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. On Saturdays, we're open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And then on Sunday, we've actually extended our hours. So we're now open 10 a.m. to midnight on Sundays as well. And you can actually come in and purchase your membership at any time with a credit card. So we sell all throughout those hours of operations. Now come this coming Monday when we're open just for business at the front desk, we're open from 8 to 4 in order to sell memberships.
I think there are questions in relationship to, so I know you could pay up front and then there's payroll deduction, but is there a way for them to do pay as you go or a payment plan that's not payroll?
No, that's not an option, strictly because we can't control the facilities. We can't control who enters what. We don't have separate entities. We don't, you know, they're all different. So it comes all inclusive with everything. So there is no pay as you go options. There's just really the payroll deduction, or you pay up front and then you get reimbursed immediately right away.
Yeah, the reimbursement does happen fairly quickly. Over the years, we've gotten pretty good at speeding up the process, and particularly in this case where you don't have to submit the receipt and we don't have to handle the actual receipts, it goes fairly quickly. So if that's a concern, we try to minimize that gap where you're putting out the money and getting reimbursed. I did see a question about the website saying 190. It is true that in the early days of the application when it opened a few days ago, there was one section that failed to update, but that was just a holdover from last year. The reimbursement is $225 this year. So,
I guess to finish your point about how they're gonna get reimbursed.
Yep. Yeah, so we use a automated electronic payment processor called Checkbook, and it's really easy and simple. It sends you an email, and then you go to their site and you can either direct deposit the check into your bank account, or which is what most people do, or the second option is an automatic transfer, I believe. But we send you detailed instructions by email when we're about to release your check, so that you're looking for that checkbook email. And most people find it super easy to use, and within 5 minutes they're done and their check is being routed into their bank account. So it alleviates all the old issues of people losing checks and people having checks sent to their wrong address. It's very straightforward and simple.
Someone asked about can family members of UMass grad students use the rec center?
We do have an associate membership, and that's available for people can sponsor an associate membership, but the main member, so if I'm a graduate student, I'm married and I have children, I actually can sponsor, I have to have a membership as a graduate student. And then if I want my spouse or whoever, my children to have memberships, then I have to purchase an associate membership. The one caveat is our facilities are age restricted. So just so you know that. So really children, anybody really 17 years or younger, really the only facility they can use are the pools. So those are some things to think about. The recreation center is age restricted to 18 and up. I do know we have some undergraduate students that are younger than 18, but they're all covered by the university liability. So, and they're all enrolled students, so they have the privilege. So it's something to think about is like, if I purchase a membership, then I have to purchase a membership for my spouse, significant other, whatever, and then the children. So they do have the option, but there's not much that they can use. to be honest
In
with you.
relationship to that question, can a member bring a guest? Are there any guest/visitor passes? Is there a day rate?
Yes, there is a guest/visit. There are guest passes available. There are no day rates. Everybody has to have a membership either for the semester, for the academic year, for the full year. There is a guest pass policy, so members can bring up to 2 guests with them. There will be, come Monday, we will upload a $5 coupon for $5 off a guest pass, because right now it's $10. So you can bring a couple guests in and bring those $5 guest passes in, and you can bring them in for $5. You as the member must be with your guests the entire time. So you can't pay for a guest pass and then say, okay, see you later, I'm going out the door, and let your guests use the facility. You have to be here, because as a sponsor of a guest, you actually assume the liability. So if something were to happen, you know, or anything like that, you as a member assume the liability of that guest.
Tita, let me just jump in there for 1 second. To follow up on the, can you purchase a membership for your family and the associate membership that Patty described? So one other change we've made this year to kind of make the benefit more inclusive is that your 225 can be used for you and your family. So each of the family members doesn't get a separate benefit, but they can partake in your 225 benefits. So that helps folks in a couple of ways. If you purchase an off-campus family plan membership, then we don't have to prorate that like we used to just count your membership. Your whole family membership is eligible for your 225. And then in the same way, if you purchased an associate membership for your husband or wife or partner, you could use your 225 to cover that. So that's new, and that person does need to be enrolled on your benefit plans in general for us to consider them part of your family and to allow your 225 to cover them. But that is a new benefit that we're making available for families.
I would also really think, to be totally honest, think about you when you're wanting to buy sort of an associate membership here with Campus Recreation. If you have people that are under 18 and you only have the pools available to you and limited hours, because remember, we do share pools with athletics, and you know, you really need to sit down and think about it. It might not be worth the financial risk.
So I want to ask this earlier, but I kind of skipped around because of the other questions that are related. Do we have to enter our Social Security in the benefit plan application?
So a couple of things on that. So our application does request that. If you haven't received your Social Security number yet, there is a box that you can check that indicates you're waiting for it. And that allows you to continue the application and get back to us when you do receive the Social Security number. The Social Security number is required for the dental and vision enrollment. We actually can't enroll you in the Emeritus or IMED systems without a Social Security number. For the wellness reimbursement, if that's an issue for you, we don't need the Social Security number to reimburse you. So just contact us, check that box that says you don't have one yet. Let us know you're not going to end up giving it to us. And that will still let you enroll in the wellness reimbursement. It won't allow you to access the dental and vision benefits. We do use all of the currently recommended security protocols for guarding your information. So rest assured, we're doing what is responsible with your information, and we don't take that lightly. Yeah.
So I want to ask, if we apply for a rec pass right now, is it going to be charged at a discounted rate?
We're in the early bird sale right now, so it's discounted to $95, $95, $35, which is from $100, $140. So it's a minimal, but the graduate students pay the least amount of money for membership. So over those 18, it's probably, it's less than $1 a day. So is what it actually turns out to be. So, you know, undergraduates or automatic members, graduate students have and continuing education students have the most nominal fee than anyone else. And then when we get to associates, alumni, retirees and stuff, they actually pay a lot more to support everyone else that's paying less.
That relates to the other question in terms of repeating the early bird prices, but also when they are valid.
As soon as you purchase your membership, you're valid.
And then how long do those early bird prices last?
They'll last through September to the beginning to September 30th, because I have to then do all the payroll deduction, because the middle of October is when we take the first payment out. So they're good. They started in the beginning of August. They'll continue through this August and go to the end of September.
And actually, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to ask for the website where they could find this information, because someone was having trouble finding it on the website.
You go to www.umass.edu/campus rec. And if you go to the membership, it will have the regular pricing and the membership categories and things like that. So actually today on Instagram, I'm scheduled to post the early bird pricing, and the early bird pricing is all posted on all the boards and everything around here and in here. So right now the early bird pricing is $95 for the fall, $95 for the spring, $35 for the summer.
And just to reiterate a couple of things, you can mix and match this. Again, I've said it before, but people are coming in and out of the Zoom. So you might do fall at UMass Rec and then pair that with some off-campus fitness provider in the spring. That's all acceptable under the wellness reimbursement guidelines. I'm going to show my screen one more time to show you what the application process looks like. So you'll go to uaw-umasstrustfund.org, top right, enrollment portal. That takes you to the benefits portal. You're going to be looking at this top blue box for grad employees, review the options for grad employees, and then begin or resume an application. Section 5 of that application is the wellness reimbursement. The second option is UMass Rec. Again, you don't have to submit your receipt to get the reimbursement for UMass Rec. We'll verify that directly with the gym. I think we've answered all the questions. Is that right, Tita?
Yes, we did.
All right, so thank you so much, Patty, for being here to tell us more about UMass Rec. We definitely encourage you to look at this as an option for using your wellness benefit. UMass Rec was incredible during the pandemic and transitioning to a lot of online programming and just being there for grad students through that. We're really excited that they're open this fall. We hope that continues.
We have one question.
Yep, I see that. Go ahead.
If I join a tennis league, will the reimbursement cover the league fee?
Yeah, so we definitely will cover that. We'll work with you. If sometimes when you join leagues, there's a little bit of uncertainty about how to document the payment, but just get in touch with us and let us know what you have to support that cost, and we'll work with you to find a way to document the fee. But definitely we will cover intramural sports. We'll cover, you know, maybe you're in an off-campus soccer league. Maybe you're in a softball league. We will cover that. We try to meet people where they're at and what they're doing for their mind and their body, and make the reimbursement accessible for that. So yes.
Yeah, and just remember, campus recreation, we have 10 recreational tennis courts, and some of those tennis courts have pickleball lines on them. So pickleball is starting to really spread. And we also have a new 5-acre artificial turf field. So we are actually able to do a lot more outside in regard to group fitness classes, intramural sports, everything like that. So the options are starting to get bigger and bigger for us, which is really great.
Awesome. So again, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Tita. We did pick 3 folks who are on the Zoom today to win lunch on us at UMass Dining. Their gift cards that'll cover lunch anywhere on campus. And we will be in touch with you after the call if you were one of those winners. So again, thanks everyone for joining us. Take care. There are a bunch of upcoming events as part of our virtual benefits fair. I'm going to put the link to the events page in the chat. Every day we're doing something to let you know about your benefits and give you a chance to ask questions, and we're giving away prizes every day. So definitely find something to partake in during the benefits fair. And welcome to campus if you're new, welcome back if you've been with us. All right, everyone, take care. Have a good rest of your day.